Jim, probably not the reaction you were anticipating after last Friday.
No, certainly not the outcome we were all hoping for. Last Friday against Falkirk was unacceptable in terms of overall performance from us as a group. But we wanted a reaction today, and I did think we got that in terms of the energy and the intensity that was put into the game. I thought we started the game brilliantly and could have scored a couple of goals at least in the first 5 or 6 minutes. Obviously during that period we got our noses in front with a really good goal, and you're hoping then that we're going to kick on and we're going to capitalise on the good play. Queen of the South get a corner, and something that we've been very good at all season is getting first contact in those situations, but unfortunately Queen of the South got their head on it at the near post. Jack Walton makes a great save, and the Queen of the South player unfortunately is first player to react, and that gets the game back to all square. But look, I mean, last Friday, nobody got pass marks. Today, I know it's about getting through, and I know, in cup competitions that's all that matters, but I can't say that the players didn't put a lot of effort and commitment into the game. That just wouldn't be true. We had, close to 40 goal scoring opportunities. I think we've had 17 attempts on target. Their goalkeeper has made at least half a dozen really top drawer saves. And on another day, 1 or 2 of those go in and you find yourself winning quite comfortably. But as long as the game is as close as what it was, Queen of the South have always got something to hang on to, and fair play to them. They took the game to extra time. We were still knocking on the door in extra time. We've hit the post, obviously. We've had, the keeper's made an unbelievable save right on the line with Louis Moult. When it goes to penalties, anything can happen, and that just was the way the game panned out.
Is that where the majority of the frustration comes from? The fact that we had ample opportunities throughout normal time and extra time to win it and make sure it didn't go to penalties before it's reduced to essentially a lottery? Yeah,
of course. I mean, look, in cup competitions, it's the result that's the most important thing. You can sometimes get away with a bad performance as long as you get through into the next round, because that's all anyone cares about. But today I actually thought we played really well at times. I thought there were some really good individual performances. I thought Glenn Middleton and Kai in the wide areas were excellent. But we just lacked that cutting edge in front of goal, that final piece in terms of really putting Queen of the South to the sword. Now, as I said, you've got to give great credit to the goalkeeper. He was rightly awarded man of the match at the end of the game, but he's had the game of his life here today with some of the saves that he's made. I would be far more disappointed and angry had we not created a great deal of opportunities against the League One side, but we created so many more opportunities today, even in the 90 minutes, than what we have done recently in the last maybe 7 or 8 league games. But today, unfortunately, we just weren't ruthless enough, and it's came back to punish us big time.
It's not something that we've tasted much this season, 2 back-to-back defeats, both in cup competitions. So how do you ensure that doesn't transpire into the league?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, today's defeat, obviously on penalties, anything can happen when it comes to penalties. The goalkeeper's made a good save from Grimmy. Cudjoe, unfortunately, he's got the courage and the bravery to put his hand up to take the penalty. He'll be very disappointed. More often than not, you would fancy him because he's a confident wee boy. So these things can happen. The best players in the world sometimes miss penalties, but our mistake was allowing it to go that far today, because that's what Queen of the South would have been hoping for before the game, is to just hang in and stay in the game. The 2 goals are really disappointing from our point of view. The second one, we really poor defensively in the 1v1 initially, and then a good run, I have to say, from the Queen of the South striker. But they are goals that we don't normally concede and haven't done in the league up to now. So we're really just so disappointed for the supporters. Again, travelled down here in really good numbers, and we all know about the romance of the cup. Everybody gets excited when it comes around, and we all want to get a good cup run and get to the latter stages. So we're extremely frustrated for them as well, and apologise to them that we've went out at this early stage.
It's been 4 away. Well, next week will be our 4th away game on the bounce. Are you confident that the group can pick themselves up again for that one?
Yeah, I am. Look, I think we've got a number of key players back from injury. Obviously today was, Ross Docherty's probably played a little bit longer than what I would have liked. Decky Gal in there alongside Holty again, and obviously Kai Fotheringham back from international duty. And Kai with 2 really good goals. I thought he was probably our best player, and both himself and Glenn I thought were excellent today. But yeah, I mean, look, there's no. It's not a crisis, going out of the Challenge Cup to Falkirk was a disappointing performance. Today, I know a lot of people won't want to hear me say it, but there was a lot of real positives within the overall performance. But ultimately, it's about getting through, and we haven't been able to manage that. So we're just going to have to take the criticism that comes our way off the back of that. But the players are in a good position in the league. We're obviously top of the table, 4 points clear of Wraith at the moment, and we just have to make sure we get back to winning ways next week down in Greenock.